Throwing the football,
Entering
but also
play call,
not getting a
coach
lot of help out there
suggestions.
either.
There are 7 categories.
You nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now
Entering
0 for 3.
play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
For offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The AFC offense making their way back out.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the
selected.
58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 8 there.
Entering
on the
play
play.
call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HD stretch is selected.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now they
Entering
go from
play
2nd and
call,
2 to a
coach
tough 3rd and 4.
suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options.
You're hoping that each of you
HD
guys
mid-drop
gets those
selected.
one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Right, the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't,
He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was
Entering
the fist
play
bumps
call,
from the
coach
sideline after that catch.
suggestions.
They're
There are
firing
9
up to the game.
categories. You
So how
have 30
about this for
options.
field
Inside
position
zone
after
is
the big
selected.
play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he's scooped up by the NFC. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting.
Entering
Get
play
the
call,
football.
coach
That's what they want.
suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Second
There
down
are
and
7
4.
categories.
Back to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And they're going to have this
Entering
across
play
midfield
call,
and
suggestions.
inside the
There are
45.
7 categories.
On 1st down, Hurts. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. A.J. Brown, 44 yards. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. Safe man left, load block, safe man, load block right.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left when
so
selected.
With the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Able to fight through one tackle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead
Entering
before
play
intermission.
call,
And when you're talking
coach
about extending the
suggestions.
lead, I
There
think
are
you're talking
9
about aiming for the
categories.
end
You have
zone
30
because there
options.
is plenty
HB
of time
mid-draw
for
selected.
that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the
Entering
locker
play
room.
call, coach
I can assure you,
suggestions.
setting up a
Curl
screen
flats.
is much more difficult than it appears.
Curl
It requires
combo.
excellent timing from everyone on the offense. And a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go
Entering
3 and
play
out here
call,
and give the
coach
football right back
suggestions. There are
because
9
your friend
categories. You
old
have 30
momentum,
options.
he's
Inside
wondering if
zone
he
is
should change
selected.
sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Call that a gain of 11.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay.
Entering
I
play
think we just saw
call,
an
coach
example of that there, didn't we?
suggestions. There
Important to
are
do,
9
especially early in the
categories.
game
You
like
have
they
30
have.
options. HB mid-draw selected.
Mahomes now on first down. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC
Entering
getting
play
in there
call,
for the
wide
sack.
tricks. There are 11
Sacks, a
categories.
growing
You have
theme in this
16
first
options.
half. This is
Flanker
second and
is
long.
selected.
Mahomes now to throw. It's complete to Diggs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Entering play curls. Curl combo.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand
Entering
fighting,
play
by
call,
any means
coach
necessary on 3rd
suggestions.
down,
There
he's
are
able to
9
get the job done in the
categories. You have
secondary
12
and swat
options.
that one
Punt is
away.
selected.
The AFC punt team out there now. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment. But welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan.
Entering
Just a
monthly
one-point game
adjustments.
here at
Screen row
halftime.
inside is
This has
selected.
been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it. There's probably not too much for these coaches to do in terms of X's and O's. But hey, both these teams are in it to win it. So with that, we'll get
Entering
you back
play
up for the
call,
second half
special
of this year's
teams.
Pro
You
Bowl.
have 6
Here's
onside
Brandon and
pinch tight.
Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Entering play
The
call,
NFC
coach
offense heads out to begin this
suggestions. There are
third
7
quarter.
categories.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to. Hurts fumbles it, and that's picked up by the AFC. So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
There are 9 categories. You have predictions. 26 counter is selected.
They run again on first down. Chubb. He'll get this up to about the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
There are 9 categories. You have 3 options. Inside zone split is selected.
That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer,
Entering
but it
play
falls
call,
incomplete.
coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 3 options. HP mid-roll selected.
You might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Formation, but as we've seen, and they're going to try this again. It's another fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands. And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB zone is selected.
Down, they'll run with Chubb, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Coach suggestions.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
Entering play call,
so
coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone is selected.
Denver. They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone is selected.
And that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now, this one has been fun so far, as the Pro Bowl usually is. A lot of relaxed faces out there. 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there,
play call,
but they're going to be
coach
set up in great shape
suggestions,
with 1st
quick
and
slant,
goal.
power, quick slant.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Chubb. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Entering
no
play
gain,
inside
and it's
zone
second
split.
and goal.
Quick slant.
They're right there at the 1.
Quick slant.
No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Staying on his feet. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So
Entering
pass
play
interference
call,
to call,
coach
and that does
suggestions.
not look to
There
be
are
going
9
over too well on
categories.
the
Offensive
defensive side.
actions.
Or
Power
on
only
their
selected.
sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you got to call that both ways.
He had to fight that time.
Entering
Ran
play
through
call,
one tackle,
coach
but ultimately he's
suggestions.
only
There
going to
are
get
9
back to the line of
categories. You
scrimmage.
have 30 options. HB dive is
And now
selected.
what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL
Entering
on EA
play call,
Sports.
coach suggestions.
It's the
There are
AFC
9
with the football
categories. You
and
have
the
30
lead as we
options.
begin quarter
Inside
number
zone
4.
is selected.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. Boy, no chance, as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9
So the
categories.
field
You
goal
have
unit
15
is on
options.
the field,
Field goal
as this is
20
a big
yards is
spot
selected.
right here. This to get the lead up to 4. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this NFC defense comes up big time with a goal line stand.
I remember being taught that cliches had become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie?
Entering play
But this
call,
one wasn't
coach
sleeping, he was just
suggestions.
slumbering
There
a
are
little
7
bit.
categories. Entering auto flip on pop-up. The eye will handle flipping your defensive play to best match the offensive formation. If you want to manually flip your defense in the play call screen, you can turn it off now. It will stay off until it is turned back on. Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than
Entering
half his
play
pass
call,
attempts in
coach
this one.
suggestions.
And that is
There
not
are
a
7
winning formula.
categories.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be
Entering
extremely
play call,
happy
coach
if his defense can
suggestions.
hold
There
the
are
opposing
9
team to a field
categories.
goal
You
here.
have 30
So
options.
1st and goal,
26
6
counter is
points here would go
selected.
a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally.
Entering
That's the first time that they've looked his way. It's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
You have 3 options. Stretch alert football is selected.
The offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 3 options. Slants is selected.
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options.
What do you
Field
think?
goal
Well,
25
looking at the
yards is
down and
selected.
distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about
Entering
possibly
play call,
losing a
coach
ball game because they left
suggestions.
the
There
door
are
open.
7 categories. Entering auto flip. Entering play call, coach. Entering Pro Bowl screen. You have 9 options. Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Swinging this out for Fallow. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a
Entering
simple
play
throw and
call,
catch, but
coach
even with that
suggestions.
completion,
There are 7
0 yards gained,
categories.
so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department.
Entering
Third
play
down.
call. Entering auto flip on pop-up. The I will handle flipping your defense. Entering play
In the
call.
early days of
Coach
the NFL, you could easily blame
suggestions.
these
There are
drops
7
on maybe some
categories.
uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball
Entering
away.
play call. Entering play
That's a
call.
pass
Coach
he's gotta have, and a
suggestions.
pass he
There
should
are
have
7
caught.
categories.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have
Entering
helped him
play
there, but
call.
not to
Coach
be.
suggestions. There are 9
After the
categories.
incompletion,
You
here's
have 3
second and 10
options.
from the
Inside
20.
zone is selected.
Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tough series for the passing
Entering
game. Things
play
just
call.
aren't clicking.
Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 3 options. Inside zone is selected.
For a first down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead,
Entering
before,
play
it doesn't mean you
call.
have to play
Coach
it safe.
suggestions.
I like
There
the
are 9
aggressive play call there
categories.
to
You
push
have
it
15
downfield.
options.
That
Field
time,
goal
it
37
didn't work
yards
out.
is selected.
Tucker's kick is good.
Entering play
And
call.
now on
Special
EA
teams.
Sports,
You have 6
as the
options.
kick teams
Kickoff
are out
keep
here
left is
following the
selected.
2-minute warning. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The situation for him offensively as
Entering
follows.
play call. Coach
Down by
suggestions.
4.
There are
Just
7
under 2 minutes to
categories.
go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Hurts throw pulled in by Lamb. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them
Entering
inbounds
play
and have the
call,
clock run.
coach
So I'm
suggestions,
sitting on
there
the
are 7
outside portion of the
categories.
field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? Yeah, that's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back
Entering play
incompletions,
call,
but we know this
coach
is definitely
suggestions,
fourth down
there are 7
territory. Time
categories.
not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion,
Entering play
reality is
call,
staring them
coach
right in the
suggestions,
face.
there are 7
This entire
categories.
game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 9 categories. You have 3 options, inside zone, AHD dive.
Coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Yellow!
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first
Entering
down.
play call,
And he's able
coach
to break through one
suggestions, there
tackle,
are
but it
9
slowed him down
categories.
enough
You
that he
have
could
3
only manage
options,
getting back
inside
to the
zone
line
is
of
selected.
scrimmage. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a good
Entering play
shove.
call, coach
Now the NFC
suggestions,
going to
there
take
are
a
9
timeout there
categories.
second.
You have 30
As they'll get it
options,
with just over
HB
90
mid-draw
seconds
selected.
to go in the ball game. Back to throw, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have
Entering
been
play
off.
call,
Maybe
coach
some fatigue. That one
suggestions,
came
there
up
are
short.
9
Yeah, fourth
categories.
quarter,
You have
maybe you do
18
start to watch
options,
as the
field
arm
goal
there, the
59
leg still there.
yards
This
is
has been a tough
selected.
game. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
Entering play
They weren't
call,
fooled.
coach
And they were in a position
suggestions,
of
there
having
are
to play
7
it both
categories.
Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kick
Yeah, you wanna try
because
to
it
block.
was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there.
Entering
Just
play
not
call,
the game
coach
that you would expect
suggestions,
from him.
there are
He's been
7
off the mark really
categories.
start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They try to throw
Entering
on
play
second
call,
down, but
coach
this one is
suggestions,
incomplete.
there are
And
7
now a tough spot
categories.
here. This is 3rd and
Outside
10.
third.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me,
Entering play
let's think
call,
along with their
coach
offensive
suggestions,
coordinator now
there are
as the
7
think back cycle through
categories.
every play of this contest and remember what's worked and what hasn't. because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 6 options. Inside zone split is selected.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 6 options. HB1 is
prior to
selected.
this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put
entering
the ball
play
in the air here
inside zone
the
split.
football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
No, that wasn't
entering
an
play
explosive
call,
run. That
coach
wasn't one that took it all the way
suggestions.
to the
There
house.
are
But
9
boy, for a team that's had
categories. You
trouble
have
running it the
15
entire
options.
game,
Field goal
that's the kind of
48
run they
yards is
need.
selected.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Here now the NFC to take over on offense. Now this game is obviously
Entering
been
play
all
call,
about the
coach
defense on both sides
suggestions.
of the
There are
football.
7 categories. Entering
Breakthrough
play
here.
call,
We'll see if they
coach
can do it on this
suggestions.
drive.
There are 7
Here's
categories.
1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football.
Entering
like
play
that.
call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
You can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And that's picked up by the AFC. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The AFC set to take over
Entering
on
play
offense.
call, coach
And they've got
suggestions.
this
There
one in
are 9
hand. No
categories.
timeouts
You
remaining
have 6
defensively,
options.
so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
dive.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to
Entering
pick up
play
7
call,
yards.
inside zone, AHB base, inside zone, AHB base, inside zone split, AHB base, inside zone split,
Would you say a
base.
7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy.
Entering post-game screen, you have 6
since they won
options.
the game.
Finish game is selected.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,